Every night at 3:12 a.m., the world receives a radio signal from 2 seconds in the future. What if humanity is sending warnings to itself about its own destruction? Every night, at exactly 3:12 a.m., the world hears a strange radio signal. It lasts 0.72 seconds, contains 42 encrypted data frames, and the most terrifying part? The signal isn't coming from space. It's coming from 2 seconds in the future. Most people think it's a glitch. Scientists call it atmospheric bounce. Conspiracy theorists say it's proof of a government cover-up. But none of them are right, because the truth is far worse than anyone imagined. This is the story of the man who discovered what the signal really was, and how he uncovered humanity's final warning to itself. Dr. Elias Mercer, 42, astrophysicist at the National Radio Observatory in New Mexico, was never the type of man who believed in mysteries. He believed in numbers, in logic, in data. But the signal at 3:12 a.m. had been bothering him for months. It wasn't random, it wasn't noise, and it definitely wasn't natural. It repeated the same pattern every single night, and it shifted forward by exactly 2 seconds, as if the source existed slightly ahead of the world's timeline. Elias had been secretly decoding the signal on his personal equipment, hidden under the observatory's scanning array, something strictly against protocol. But tonight, he finally cracked its first layer. At 3:12 a.m., the signal hit. The speakers vibrated with a thin, metallic hum. Lines of numbers appeared on Elias's monitor. Numbers that quickly rearranged themselves into something horrifyingly familiar. A date, August 17, 2049, 3:12 and 4 seconds a.m. Elias blinked. That's the exact time right now. But the timestamp was always ahead, by exactly 2.04 seconds. He replayed the signal. This time, another line unlocked. A set of alphanumeric coordinates. They pointed to the exact location of the observatory. Then a final line decrypted. This is not a warning. This is a memory. Elias felt the blood drain from his face. A memory from the future? By noon the next day, Elias had made the worst decision of his life. He told the government. Within hours, the observatory was sealed. Black SUVs filled the parking lot. Agents in gray suits confiscated computers, servers, even Elias's handwritten notebooks. They moved him to an underground briefing room. A woman in a navy suit greeted him. Dr. Mercer, I'm Director Harper Lang of the Strategic Threat Analysis Division. She slid a tablet toward him. We know about the 3:12 signal, she said calmly. We've known for 7 years. Elias froze. What do you mean, 7 years? Harper tapped the screen. Recordings, research files, dozens of classified studies, all labeled with the same phrase, temporal interference signal. Tis 3:12. This signal hasn't just been detected by you, Harper continued. It's been detected globally. Every radio telescope on Earth. Every night. Perfectly synchronized. Elias stared. If you've known, why hide it? Because we didn't know what it meant, Harper replied. We couldn't decode it. But you did. She leaned closer. And that changes everything. Elias noticed something else on the tablet. A file with red borders marked Project Memory Fall. He opened it. Inside were decoded fragments of the signal, sentences partly corrupted. The sky will turn to. Do not look directly. This is the final. His heart pounded. This is a warning, he whispered. Harper shook her head, voice hollow. No, Dr. Mercer. It isn't. She tapped the final line. The same line Elias had decoded himself. This is not a warning. This is a memory. Elias swallowed hard. A memory of what? Harper's expression darkened. A memory of Earth's last day. Harper gestured, and the wall projector lit up. Everything you're about to see, she warned, was reconstructed from the fragments humanity has been sending back through the signal. Humanity sending back? Elias didn't understand until the first image loaded. A satellite view of Earth. Cloud patterns swirling. Continents visible. Then, a blinding white tear in the atmosphere, as if the sky had been sliced open. But it wasn't an explosion. Not nuclear. Not kinetic. It was something else. The tear expanded, cracking through the atmosphere like a sheet of glass. Light leaked through it, light that looked wrong. Not sunlight. Not anything in the electromagnetic spectrum Elias recognized. Harper narrated. Based on the signals, this event happens in 2049, approximately 26 years from now. Elias shook his head. That's impossible. What could do that? Harper answered softly. Not what. Who? She zoomed into the image. It showed cities destroyed not by fire or impact, but by erasure. Blocks of land missing, cleanly cut away, as if pieces of reality had been deleted. Elias whispered, "Physics doesn't allow this." Harper replied, "It didn't, until we changed physics." She displayed another file from Project Memoryfall. It showed a particle accelerator, one far larger than any that existed today. A new energy field, a new experiment, a discovery humanity wasn't meant to make. According to the signals, she said, humanity discovers a new state of energy in the future. Something beyond quantum. Something that bends spacetime itself. Elias muttered, "A temporal field." "Yes," Harper said. "And when they activate it, they breach another timeline. Another version of Earth." Elias's stomach twisted. "A version that didn't survive." Harper nodded. "And that Earth, before dying, sent a memory of their final moments back to us." Elias felt the air leave his lungs. "So, that means the signal isn't a warning about the future." "No," Harper said quietly. "It's a memory of what happens if we repeat their mistake." The room went silent. Elias whispered, "Then we still have time to stop it." Harper exhaled. "That's what we hoped too." She tapped the projector. A new image appeared. Elias staggered backward when he saw it, because the timestamp in the corner read, August 17th, 2049, 3:12 and 4 seconds a.m., and the footage showed the sky beginning to crack. Exactly as he saw in the earlier reconstruction. Harper shut the projector off. "That isn't the future of another Earth," she said. Elias froze. "That is our future. The one already coming." Elias couldn't think. Couldn't breathe. "How can the future already be fixed?" he asked. "It isn't fixed," Harper said. "But it's converging." She pulled up the latest decoded fragment of the signal, one received just 3 nights ago. It was the clearest message yet. A voice, distorted, layered with static, but human, a man speaking. Elias leaned in. The voice said, "If you're hearing this, we failed. The fracture consumes time. 2 seconds, then minutes, then years. Reality collapses like burning film. Stop the ignition. Do not open the field. This is humanity's last memory. Do not let it become yours." The message ended with a single chilling sentence. The crack starts at 3:12 a.m. Elias felt a cold sweat roll down his spine. "We need to find the experiment," he said urgently. "The accelerator, the team, somebody must be building it right now. If we can shut it down." Harper hesitated. "Dr. Mercer, there's something you don't know." Elias frowned. "What?" Harper turned the tablet around. It displayed a construction blueprint. A facility. Massive. Circular. Buried underground. The name at the top. Mercer Temporal Research Center. Elias's heart stopped. "This is my project." Harper nodded. "You discover the temporal field, Elias. You create the experiment that destroys the world." He staggered back, horrified. "No. No, that's impossible. I would never." Harper cut him off gently. "In their timeline, neither would he." Elias collapsed into a chair, shaking. "So everything I've worked toward leads to this?" "No," Harper said firmly. "That's why the message was sent. To warn you. To change you." She leaned closer. "You broke the pattern, Elias. You decoded the message. In the other timeline, he never did." Elias realized what she meant. The future wasn't fixed. Could be rewritten. He stood. Then tell me what to do. Harper slid a secure tablet across the table. Everything we have is on this device. Timelines, signal data, future memories. We leave in 1 hour. Where? Harper opened a map. To your research facility. To shut down the machine you haven't built yet. Elias nodded, determination replacing fear. When do we start? Harper's eyes hardened. Now, because the signal is changing. Elias tensed. Changing how? Harper turned the screen. A new fragment had arrived. Just minutes earlier. It wasn't corrupted. It wasn't partial. It was a single, clean sentence. One that hit Elias like a punch to the chest. Elias, don't let me become you. It was his own voice. From the future. Begging him. Elias stared at Harper. We're out of time. She nodded. The crack forms in 26 years. But the timeline shift begins much sooner. Elias whispered. When? Harper took a breath. Tonight. That night, at 3:12 a.m., the world listened. Every radio, every satellite, every telescope. The signal arrived as always. Only this time, the pattern was different. Longer, clearer. Almost like someone was fighting to send more data through the fracture. Elias stood beside Harper in the control room, headphones on. The transmission buzzed, crackled, then formed words. His own voice again, desperate, broken. Elias, whatever you do, do not activate the temporal core. They will tell you it's safe. They will promise breakthroughs. But it leads to the crack. Do not let them push you. Do not let them fund you. Do not let me become you. Static swallowed the ending. Then another voice spoke. So faint Elias almost missed it. A woman's voice. If you hear this, the memory is changing. Then silence. The signal ended at 3:12 and 4 seconds a.m. Elias removed his headphones, trembling. Harper asked quietly, "What did he say?" Elias looked at her. "He didn't send us a warning," he said. "He sent us a choice." The screen lit up with the final decoded line. Not from another Earth. Not from the future. From Elias himself. A message written across timelines. History ends at 3:12. If you let it. Elias turned to Harper. Then we don't let it. Harper nodded. The two walked toward the exit, toward the impossible task of rewriting fate itself. And as they stepped outside, the observatory lights flickering behind them, the clock hit 3:13 a.m. For the first time in history, the signal did not return. And somewhere across the timeline, the future changed.